prison story is about a man that stuffed 3 cell phones up his for his gang, and they didn't even appreciate him for it.
Oh shit, here we go again.
So I was in this unit, and the dynamics of this unit, it was about 10 bloods and about 20 regular people, and I was a part of the regular people, whatever. So as y'all know, every Tuesday we get brand new inmates. So this dude from Detroit came in there. How I knew he was from Detroit? Because he had 313 blasted across his forehead. So I'm like, oh, okay, so dude from Detroit. I'm like, okay, bet. So I roll up on him like, hey, man, what's up, man? What's your name? He was like, oh, my name Mario. I'm like, you from the D? He was like, yeah, I'm from the D. I said, what part? He was like, off of Gratiot. I said, oh, okay, bet. I said, what cell they got you in? It was like, I don't know. They ain't gave me my cell assignment yet. But what's up with you? What's your name? I said, man, they call me D, man. My name Donta. He was like, oh, okay, bet. So the deputy like, Mario, you in cell 8. So I was like, oh, Snoop, that's my cell. He was like, for real? I said, yeah. I'm like, come on, let me show you. So we get to my cell, right? So when we get in there, I let them know, like, look, when you use the bathroom, you gotta pee sitting down, because you know the way these toilets is made, it got a lot of backsplash, and you might end up peeing all over the floor. And I lay my head right there, okay? And I don't want you to begin like pee on my feet, or you know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, I heard about that. I said, another thing, you know, don't have nobody up in the cell, because if something come up missing, I'm gonna blame you for it. You know, we don't need to be having no issues because somebody yesterday came up in here and took something. He was like, okay, I get that. And then I gave him a little rundown about, you know, how the food go, you know, because I ran the store, y'all. So I was letting them know, like, if you need something, just ask me for it. And, you know, since you my cellie, if I'm doing a meal up in here, whatever, I'll look out for you. Just don't steal from me. Don't ever take nothing from me, all right? So he was like, I got you. I'm like, you need any hygiene? You need any deodorant, shampoo, soap, anything? He was like, yeah, I kind of do, man. I kind of do. So I said, all right, I got you, right? So he like, hey, I finna go highlight my people right quick. I'm like, who your people? He was like, well, I'm blood. I said, you blood? He was like, yeah. I said, oh, well, you gonna have to get up out this cell. The way that he looked at me was like, what? I said, no, because how the politics up in here is, if you in a gang, you have to be in the cell with a fellow gang member. You know, it ain't no disrespect or nothing, but you have to go, you know, get with your guys or whatever. And plus, I'm going to need all that back. He was like, oh, for real? I said, yeah, man, your people will take care of you. He was like, all right, right. So he leave out the cell and he go down there, talk to the dep, and this other blood dude named Kano from Lansing was over there with him talking or whatever. So they put all his stuff in Kano's cell or whatever, right? Now after about 10 days to go by and this dude Mario was getting adjusted, he kind of clung to Kano. Now, for my observation, I don't think Mario was a real blood at all. Why? It's just because how he was moving. Maybe it was his first time in prison, or maybe he was just a guy that just wanted to be down, and maybe, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of maybes. But I noticed like the dude Kano kept like getting angry with him. Like I hear him snap out on him. And he'd be saying stuff like, man, hey, man, you don't do shit like that, bro. You don't do shit like that, man. You can't be talking to them folks like that, man. I would never really hear exactly what the argument was about, but I just get like the tail end of it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So one day we on the yard. You got me, Al, Tar, T, Homicide, J Rock, of course, before he ended up doing the unthinkable, right, with Peanut. So we all out there and we discussing business. So I noticed Mario looked like he was crying. Like when he walked past us, we was on the bleachers, and when he walked past me, well, past us, he had his head down, and he had like tears in his eyes, like wiping his face. So I'm thinking like, what the heck going on with this dude? Now, it's not out of the ordinary seeing somebody with tears in their eyes or whatever, or walking with their head down. It could be many reasons. He could have lost a loved one. He could have just got beat up, slapped, punched on, yelled at, whatever the case is. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, right? So then I see the dude Kano run up on him. And he like, hey man, what's up? Didn't I tell you to come here, man? He like, so Mario turned around like, man, I'm getting tired of this, man. Y'all act like I can't do nothing right. So it was about 4 or 5 bloods that came up behind Kano. So it was about 6 of them in front of Mario, and they kind of surrounded him. And they like, look, man, you need to do this, man. You need to do this and stop motherfucking playing, man. You said you want to get out, well, you going to have to get out. So he like, man, I don't want to have to fight all y'all. So Kano was like, man, hey, man, keep that shit down, man. Why you talking all loud? He like, no, man, because, man, y'all making me do all this stuff, man. So Kano was like, you did say you want to be blood, right? You said you want to be blood. He was like, yeah, man. Yeah, he was like, well, you going to have to do this, man. Come on back here. So they go on the other side of the bleachers, right? Now, right here where they at, the guards really can't see over there. It's a blind spot, right? So they get over there, and I'm watching this because it's right there, right? So it's two like younger blood dudes, right? They like average built, whatever. And you got Mario right here. So they square up. Let me tell y'all, Mario cannot fight. Mario cannot fight at all. He threw a punch, and it looked like his fist was made out of pillows. Like, he punched this guy in the face, one of the blood dudes in the face, and it didn't faze him at all. Right? They whooped him out. I'm talking about did him bad. Did I feel sorry for him? No, because, hey, that's what it is. If you want to be gang, well, you got to succumb to everything that comes with that, right? So they whooping him out for about 40 seconds. So then Kano like, all right, stop. Let me tell y'all, this dude is beat down. He's on the ground. I thought he was unconscious until he started getting up slow, right? So then they all grabbed him, was picking him up like, all right, you did it. You got heart. But dang, man, you should at least try to fight back. He said, I tried to, man. They was just, man, I need to sit down. So they were like, all right, man, come over here. So they got on the bleachers and they sat down when they talking to him about whatever. So me and my homies, we got off and we got to walk in the track, right? So now this is like an everyday occurrence, y'all. A fight was nothing, so it wasn't nothing to really talk about or anything. But me and my homeboys, like I said, we conducting business right now. So we walk in the track or whatever, right? So I take a glance back over there and I see them leaving off the yard and they going back to the unit. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Now we gonna fast forward 2 days later. Now, I went on a visit, right? And Mario went on a visit. So, before you actually go out there to the visit, let me explain to y'all what actually happened before you actually go visit your people. They line y'all up. They take you into this room, and everybody got to strip naked. I'm talking about no clothes on at all. They want to make sure that you ain't trying to bring a weapon in that visiting room, because people do, believe it or not, y'all, get towed off up in that visiting room. You might got a family member that you want to do something to that didn't write you a letter back or ain't picking up your phone calls. It could be a whole lot of reasons why an inmate might try to hurt a visitor up in that visitation room. So this is what they make you do. They make you spread your arms out, bald eagle style, right? Butt naked, spread your cheeks, bend over, cough. Okay, lift your nuts up or whatever, stick your tongue out, they look at your mouth or whatever, then you put back on your clothes and you go in there and you go talk to your people. So we get up in there. I'm talking to my girl and my mama, right? And he's sitting on the other side of me, like his back is towards my back or whatever. and he's talking to his mother. So his mama like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on with your face?" Cause he was like kind of bruised up a little bit. They ain't dog him out, but you could tell he done got slapped or something. And his mama like, what happened, baby? Do I need to call administration and let them know something? He's like, no, ma, it's okay, it's all good, it's all good. She was like, are you sure? He said, yeah, ma, I'm good. So she was like, so do you need any money or anything? He was like, yeah, ma, I kind of do. Like, you think you could give me like $200 a week? She was like, well, I get Social Security and I only get $2,000 a month, and I can give you $100. So he like, okay, that'll be fine, that'll be fine. So he hurry up and get up. She like, well, where you going? He was like, I gotta go, ma, I gotta go. So she was like, I just got here. I just drove 3 hours to see you. He like, ma, I gotta go, I gotta go. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, that's kind of odd, whatever. So he leaves out. I'm still in here. I'm talking to my people, whatever. So let's fast forward to the unit. So when I get back to the unit, I hear these words verbatim. You need to hurry up and get that money. You need to get that motherfucking money, man. Matter of fact, here, come in the cell right quick. Right? So they get in the cell, and Kano pull out a cell phone. And he like, call your mama right now and tell her to send $50 to this Cash App, or something gonna happen to you. And you better tell her. She better not tell the police or nobody. So he was like, man, all right, man, all right, damn, all right. So he get on the phone. His mama answer the phone. Hey, well, what's up? He like, hey, ma, listen, don't make no big scene or anything, but listen, I really need for you to send $50 to this Cash App that I'm gonna give you. She was like, I knew something was wrong, baby. Just tell me what happened. He was like, mama, just do this, man, please. Just do this for me one time, mama, please, just do this. She like, all right, what's the Cash App? So he give her the Cash App name or whatever, and she send the money. So Kano like, I bet. So Mario like, hey, man, listen, man, we supposed to be blood brothers, bruh. We supposed to be blood brothers. Why y'all doing me like this? Y'all treat me like I'm a sucker, man. So Kano was like, man, you gotta pay your dues, man. You gotta pay your dues to be a part of this game, man. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, y'all. They knew this dude Mario was a chump. They knew they were just using him, okay? Just because, and this was one thing that about the Bloods that they used to do in prison. This is why they had a lot of members. It can be 300-400 Bloods on the yard at any given time. Why? Because they was accepting any and everybody. There's truth and strength in numbers. But most of them guys, they wasn't about nothing at all. But they have to play their role in their position, all right? Because if you got 10 punks running up on you, well, and it's just you ain't beating up 10 men at all. So they had strength in numbers. So they was using him, this dude Mario, for money. So this will go on for maybe about 2 or 3 months. I would see him smuggling, because he got a job in the kitchen. He was smuggling food for them. He was smuggling weed. Like his mother was bringing in narcotics, y'all. Bringing in narcotics and getting it to him. Now, the Bloods had some officers on payroll or whatever. So they wouldn't check him when he come back or whatever. Certain guards wouldn't check him at all, so he can get away with bringing the narcotics in. But the way he was bringing them in was in this prison pocket. And for those that don't know what your prison pocket is, let's just put it this way. It's between your cheeks, but up there, right? So nevertheless, this would go on for a couple of months. And one day he approached me because he found out that, I offered protection for inmates that having a hard time. So he came to me one day. He was like, hey, Donta, man. Hey, can I holler at you right quick? I'm like, what's up, Mario? He was like, man, I want to get out this gang, man. These dudes, they ain't got no love for me, man. They just using me. They using me, bruh. And I don't want to end up catching another charge because if I get caught with some, man, they keep putting the press on me, man. Could you look out? Could you help me? I'm like, listen, man, I can, but it's gonna cost you. And he like, how much? I'm like, it's gonna be expensive because if I protect you, I'm literally gonna have to go to war with these blood niggas. So he like, man, how much? I said, you're gonna have to pay me about $2,000 a month. He was like, what? I said, yeah, cause I mean, hey, I'm gonna have to go to war with these dudes. So hey, I'm gonna have to be compensated. He was like, man, I ain't got that. Well, I was like, hey, I ain't got shit for you then. So I walked off on him. A couple days later after that, I'm in the law library, right? And I see Kano and 4 other blood dudes and Mario, right? They go up in there and I'm looking and thinking like, man, these dudes don't never come up in here, man. What are these dudes up in here for, right? So I get on point. So they is like 3 rows away from me and I could hear the whole conversation. So they telling him like, listen, man, we need for you to get these 3 iPhones up in here. And he like, man, I don't how I can't do it, man. I can't do it. So Kano like, man, you is gonna do it, man. You gonna do it. He like, man, I can't fit that in there. I can't fit it in there. So Kano like, man, listen, you better figure it out. You better figure it out, man. You better loosen yourself something. So he like, man, come on, man. Y'all don't do me like this, man. Don't do me like this. I can't fit that in there, man. They like, man, we don't give a man. Either you gonna do this, or we gonna do something to you. Matter of fact, when you get done, we gonna start respecting you. You earned your stripes with us. He like, what you mean? Like, we gonna start respecting you. We gonna treat you like a G homie. He was like, so I just gotta get it up. If I get y'all these phones, we good. They like, yeah, we straight. So he like, well, how I'm gonna get them up? How I'm gonna get them inside me? So Kano, now I didn't hear this part, y'all. Okay, so y'all just gonna have to use your imagination. Kano started whispering to him. I don't know what he said to him, but Mario was like, man, I don't know, man, if I can do that, blood. I don't know if I can do that, but man, alright, man. So Kano was like, look, and that don't make you gay. That don't make you gay. You just gotta, open your prison pocket wider. So he was like, alright. So then they leave out. Now, 3 days will go by in the visitation time. Now, the same rundown. You got to strip naked. They check you out. You put your clothes back on. You go visit your people. Then you come back in. They strip you butt naked. Check you out. You leave, right? So we going to go past the visitation. When we get back to the unit, Kano approaches Mario. And he like, you got it? He said, yeah, man, I got it. But man, I got to get this out of me. I got to get this out of me. So he's like, come on. So they go in the cell. Listen, y'all. I heard Mario in there moaning and groaning. Kano like, man, be quiet, man. Be quiet, man. Here, bite down on this towel. And you hear Mario say, man, it hurts so bad. I'm trying to push. Let me tell y'all something. Mario got them 3 phones up inside of him. And he got them out of him. But it ended up tearing him. It tore him back there. So now he laid on his stomach, whimpering like, man, I got to go to the hospital, bro. I got to go to the hospital. So Kano like, hey man, no, you can't go right now because they gonna think somebody, violated you just this way. He like, no man, I'm losing a lot of blood, man, I gotta go. So he was like, all right, listen, just tell the guards that you gay and that you was pleasuring yourself and you ripped yourself. And he was like, no man, hell, I can't do that, man. No, they gonna put that in my prison file, man. No. Kano like, well, I mean, you can't tell them what you did. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, this messed up. Kano like, you say you want to be a G, right? You want to be a G, right? He like, yeah. He was like, well, you just gonna have to go do that. He was like, all right. So now this is when I seen Mario coming out the cell limping, right? He go to the control booth. I guess he told him what Kano told him to say to them or whatever. And they pulled him out. If you enjoyed this story time, make sure you leave me a tip. Also, if you forgot to hit the like button, make sure y'all smash that like button and share this video and hype the video. Make sure y'all check out my Amazon wish list. I got some items in there that I need purchased. So y'all make sure y'all look out for y'all big partner. If you can't get enough of these stories, I made another channel. I'm gonna have that link pinned at the top of the comment section too and in the description. Until next time, take care.